All right, here is a super easy way to play Back in Black. So if you're a total beginner, I actually teach this to a lot of people. Like the first day they pick up the guitar, and I'm gonna play it first. And usually it seems like intimidating if you've never played guitar before, but really it's super easy. So here's what it's gonna sound like. Whoops. One more time. So here we go. I'm actually going to probably have to do 2 videos for this to break it into 2 parts, because that's usually, I usually teach the first part the first day people start guitar, and then the second part, because it just tends to work out better. So let me just only focus on the first part of it. The first thing you're going to do is hit the very bottom string. And then you cover the strings up like this with your fingers, not hard, just light. And then you're going to make this sound called a mute. So you're going to hit low E and then mute. So try that. Make sure you can do that first because we're going to do this a lot. So low E, mute. Then you hit D, D, D. And that's this string. That's the third one up from the bottom, or the fourth one from here. This is the D string. You hit 3 times. You can do it all down picks, which is this way. Or if you want to start getting fancy, you can go, whoops, down, up, down. Whatever works for right now. I would do all down to start if you're a total beginner. And then you're going to do the mute again. And then you're going to do the same thing on the A string right here. So we're going to hit E, the lowest string, mute, D, 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 mute, A, 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 and 2 mutes. Alright, so let me focus in on the right hand for a second. Make sure you can do this before I do the next part. So and 2 mutes. So E, mute, D, 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 mute, A, 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 and then 2 mutes. I'm just gonna keep doing it because you gotta get this down first. So we'll do it 2 more times, then I'll show you the next part. Okay, so make sure you got that down, and then the next thing, just forget about that for a minute. The next thing you gotta get down is this riff. So what you do is you put your ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B string. And you're gonna play it twice, and then you're gonna lift your finger up and play the B string open. So like this. So 3, 3, 0 on the B string. Middle finger on 2, 0. And middle finger on 2 on the D string. So make sure you can do that. Just you can do all down picks. Just doesn't matter right now. Just make sure you can do 3, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. 3, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. So this is a pentatonic. It's from a pentatonic scale, which you'll learn a ton of when you play guitar. 3, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. Alright, so make sure you can do that. If not, if this is hard, just like leave a comment what's hard about it, and I'll try to figure out a better way to teach it. But make sure you got 3, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. Okay, now I'm going to play it and watch how fast I do it. Ready? It was a little sloppy. So usually when people see that, like, they don't understand how is a person doing it that fast. Because if you're doing all down picks, it's not the same as So there's two tricks I'm doing. So the first one is I'm doing what's called a pull off. That's when you're just gonna pull the string. So I'm gonna play 3, 3, and I'm just gonna pull the string off like this. And you actually have to pull it, you can't just lift up. If you just lift up, it's quiet, but you actually have to pull it. And it takes a little bit of practice, because if you do it like, you hit this string, then it's not gonna sound good, so you gotta be... It's kind of like a small little circle, so you don't hit this string, but you're pulling and then releasing. Then you do the same thing here. So it's 3, 3, pull off to 0, 2, pull off to 0, 2, pull off to 0. So it's, instead of actually hitting the zeros, you do. And then the other thing I'm doing that makes it faster is instead of doing down picks like that direction, I'm doing everything up pick. Some people think this is easier. Some people don't. It doesn't really matter. But in this case, since the direction is this way, it's easier just to sort of drag your pick. So I have to pick, then I do my pull off. My pick's already here. So this is getting more advanced. I can actually get in person and get my students to learn how to do this. But through video, it's a little tough. So if it's hard, don't worry about it. But I'm just dragging the pick. You can even try this for a second. Get used to dragging the pick this way. Because everyone's natural inclination is to pick this way. But a lot of people do it like this. So what I'm doing is... Now, I've been playing a long time, so this is easy. But if you start learning how to do that, it's not that bad. So here's the whole riff. So I hit low E. You get both hands in frame here. So you get low E, mute, D, 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 mute, A, mute, mute. Then 3, 3, 0, 2, 0, 2, 0. Whoops. E, D, 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 A, mute, mute. Now I'm gonna do it super slow. So hopefully this makes sense. If not, just let me know it's hard, like leave a comment or send me a message and I'll remake part of this video. Or I could add tabs to it. It's kind of a pain, but if that would help, I'll add tabs to the video. I usually do tab this out for people. And so some people learn better just by seeing it. Other people really need to see a tab. So this is sort of my personal way to teach this song to beginners. And you learn a lot if you get this riff down. So if you want a tab, I can like add it and repost the video. But otherwise, it's good just to learn it just by watching. Because actually, it's as you get better with music, you want to use your ear and just kind of watching versus having to read it and then translate it into what you need to do. Because then you'll learn faster from playing with other people. So hope this was helpful. All right, bye.